order. We will begin this evening with our invocation. Teresa Leeming, I think you are here for that, so if you would like to proceed, you've been here before, so you kind of know the drill.
Tonight we're going to change up a little bit, and we'll just say the Lord's Prayer together, and if you know the Lord's Prayer, feel free to join in. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
Thank you. Please join me in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Nolte?
Here.
Commissioner Withington? Here. Commissioner Lawson? Commissioner Wagner?
Here.
Commissioner Johnson? Here. Commissioner Thompson? Here. Commissioner Carpenter?
Next is approval of this evening's agenda. Commissioner Johnson.
Move to approve tonight's agenda.
Motion's been made for the approval of this evening's agenda. Discussion? Seeing none, you are recognized to close.
I close.
Please call the roll.
Commissioner Johnson?
Yes.
Commissioner Withington? Yes. Commissioner Wagner? Commissioner Thompson? Commissioner Carpenter? Motion passes 5-0.
We have or I should say next item on this evening's agenda are the ceremonial matters, and there are two listed. First on that list would be 2026-167. Mr. Administrator, if you'd like to introduce that, then we'll recognize Commissioner Wagner.
Yes, good evening. 2026-167, Proclamation for America 250 Citizen Challenge presentation for Twana Bell. Commissioner Wagner, take it from there.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me.
That's all right.
There
Thank
you
are.
Thank
you. What I begin to perceive as a good habit that we are forming here at the Commission, among many good habits, by the way, is recognitions like this that we're having this evening. We have, for the last several weeks, provided a challenge coin and proclamation to Clay County residents who have done the Citizen Challenge, which is a challenge that has been done by or put together by volunteers here in the county to help celebrate and hopefully bring more attention to the role of citizenship in our daily lives, in our own interactions with a government at every level. And so tonight we want to celebrate the work that Tanya Bell has done. She has performed as my colleague is finding out, the arduous task of performing this challenge. But all kidding aside, we're very happy to talk about Tanya's work today. So I'll just pull off a couple of things from the proclamation that we have here, just to remind those who may be watching this evening about what this challenge is about and what we are doing. So whereas the Citizen Challenge requires participants to perform a variety of tasks that can include reading the Declaration of Independence, reading the U.S. Constitution, voting in an election, attending a public meeting, meeting a public official, performing community service and other pertinent activities. And whereas Tanya Bell has performed enough of these activities to show that she has accepted and performed the Citizen Challenge, and whereas she has earned a Clay County 250 Citizen Challenge coin as a remembrance of her commitment to good citizenship, therefore be it resolved that the Clay County Commission celebrate this achievement by Tanya Bell and thanks her for accepting the Citizen Challenge. I'll also remind folks who may be watching that you can still be a part of this challenge. Just go to claycounty250.org and you can be like Tanya if you want to be, and everyone else who has performed this. And I just want to say thank you again for taking up the challenge. And hopefully your interaction and performance of this will have others excited about doing the same. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other commissioners wishing to comment? Would you like to come forward and say a few words about the about the process you went through. And please make sure, and this is for everyone that comes up to speak, the green light is on. State your name, speaking directly in the microphone, and then just proceed with your comments.
Tanya Bell, Clay County. So just participating in this program was an honor, and it's a great way for citizens to get active and just get a refresher course and just get involved in this once-in-a-lifetime historical milestone. And I appreciate the opportunity, and thank you.
Thank you. With that, we will just come up here, and Commissioner Wagner will present you with the certificate. We have a second ceremonial matter. That would be 2026-168. Mr. Administrator.
Yes, we have our second one. It's 2026-168, proclamation for the World Elder Abuse Awareness Day for June 15th in recognition, and Commissioner Nolte will do that.
Very well. Thank you. This is something that senior issues have always been, I think, close to all of us here. I think we all have a good deal of sympathy, not sympathy so much, but certainly a good identification with those in our community who are seniors. One of the things that's been great is our Senior Services Board, Senior Services Board. Ann Kinney is here, and she will give us a little bit more on some of that, but I'm just going to go through a little bit of what's on our proclamation. This is basically to confirm that we are also marking June 15, 2026 as the 21st Annual World Elder Abuse Awareness Day. And I think that one of the things that we need to keep in mind is I think when people think of senior abuse, they think in terms of some, physical action or something along those lines or mistreatment, and that is certainly part of it. That is something that is unacceptable to any of us. But we are also talking about things like social isolation and some of the other facets to those who are getting older within our population that need to be addressed. It is not as obvious, but it can be certainly extremely hurtful when those who are getting up in years find themselves isolated and not being included. I think beyond just the fact that we are recognizing that abuse in any form is certainly unacceptable, I think we should take this as a call to reaching out to our friends and relatives who are senior citizens and bringing them more into our circle, more into the day-to-day life. With any luck, we will all be seniors at some point, and I think that something to keep in mind is just that we need to make sure that we are treating them as we would be treated. One of the lines in this is where there's justice, there can be no abuse. I think that is something that we should bear in mind. And certainly we all want to make sure that we have as just a society as possible. And I think it's, just for my final remark here, I think that it is important to remember that we are enjoying the quality of life. The world that we live in is due not to ourselves necessarily, but to those who came before us and build a society where we can express ourselves freely, where we have a lifestyle and freedoms that are important. So I can't see anything more appropriate than for us to make sure that we show our gratitude to these people who raised us and put up with us, especially put up with me because I was an obnoxious kid. So at least that's what I've heard. So I don't know. I don't remember that, but it's a good time for us all to remember, and it's not a bad time for us to remember those who are no longer with us. and to contemplate that, that is something that we need to be respectful of. It's a rather an old-fashioned notion to respect your elders, it seems, in some circles. Old-fashioned or not, I think it is highly appropriate, and I appreciate that this comes forward with certainly that as embedded in it. So, Ann, if you'd like to come up and say a few words. Before we do, though, did any commissioners want to speak on this issue? I see nobody asking, so please come forward.
Oh, you use the button right in front there. There you go.
Okie dokie. I don't think I could say anything more eloquent than what Commissioner Nolte did, but I'm sure going to try. Thank you again. My name is Ann Kinney, and I'm the Program and Resource Coordinator with Clay County Senior Services. I have the best job in the world. And I appreciate the opportunity to be here this evening. As Commissioner Nolte said, we are here to raise awareness about the serious issue impacting older adults, which is abuse, neglect, and exploitation. As you mentioned, the traditional or the stereotypical abuse is physical abuse is one thing, but then I receive calls every day about either social isolation or emotional abuse or financial exploitation. Far too many to count. So those are also some very important things to consider. Each year, an estimated 5 million older, each year, an estimated 5 million older Americans, 1 in 10 of them will incur some sort of abuse. In Missouri, we have nearly 20,000 reports of abuse annually, resulting in more than 26,000 allegations. And in Clay County alone, we have had 554 reports in 2025, and they led to 711 allegations. These numbers remind us that this is not an issue that is happening somewhere else, but within our own community. As you said, with our own family members, friends, neighbors, you name it. And experts estimate that for every case reported, up to 23 cases go unreported. And to me, that's absolutely heartbreaking. Clay County Senior Services, we are committed to raising awareness, providing education, and connecting older adults to supports, to the support that they need and the rights that they have to remain safe, healthy, and as independent as possible. We are eternally grateful for the partnerships with Clay County government, law enforcement, adult protective services, healthcare providers, first responders, and our community partners, and our board of directors. Together, we can help protect our vulnerable adults and ensure that they are treated with dignity, respect, and care, not only on June 15th, but in all days. And as Commissioner Nolte also alluded to, with any luck, we will all be reaching the age of 60, which is considered older adults. And as we say in the older adult world, aging is so cool, everybody's doing it. So thank you very much. It's an honor to be here.
While we have you in front of the microphone, could you give us some information as far as if there is some concern that there may be elder abuse taking place, what steps someone might want to take? Certainly, the two agencies that come to mind, apart from yourselves, is the Sheriff's Office and also the prosecuting attorney. I've had a number of occasions to approach the prosecutor's office in terms of financial abuse. So
absolutely.
Could you give us that, and also impart the ability or the contact information for your office, whether it's about this issue or whether it's about some other program that the seniors may need to be aware of?
Absolutely. Our office is 816-455-4800. And then I will have to look it up. I'm blanking right now, but there's the older adult protection line. I will be happy to send that out. I apologize. I wrote it on my phone and then I don't have that. So I will send that, but if anybody ever has any questions or concerns about the safety of a loved one or a community member, please just contact our office. Chances are that you'll be the one, or I'll be the one that you speak with, and we will get you set into the right direction.
Any other comments from commissioners before we give the certificate? And I apologize, I only have a certificate. I'm not as cool as Commissioner Wagner and have a coin, too.
That's, it's an honor either way.
You? Oh, I'm sorry, Commissioner Carpenter.
Oh, just the quickest comments, which is to say thank you both for coming today, but also, you know, for the work you do in, day in and day out.
Well, thank you for
Thank
your
you very much.
partnership in the community.
Thanks.
Any further comments from commissioners? Seeing none, we'll come up forward and hand you your certificate. Okay, that concludes our ceremonial matters. Next on our agenda are public comments. Are there any members of the public wishing to address the commission? Seeing none. That brings us to our consent agenda. Commissioner Johnson, if you would like to weigh in on that?
We have 3 items on our consent agenda
Oh, I'm
tonight.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I jumped the gun there a little
No
bit. Go
problem.
ahead and tell us the 3 consent agenda items.
Sure. 2026-161, approval invoice payments for Clay County for the period of May 30th through June 5th, at a total of 222 invoices totaling $1,770,740.09. Our next one is 2026-166, approval of purchase of 8 new vehicles for our fleet replacement program with our Sheriff Department from Joe Macon Ford in Lincoln, totaling the amount of $365,664. And our last one is 2026-165, approval of IFB number 36-26 for fertilizer, herbicides, pesticides, and turf maintenance for our Parks Department. That'd be it.
Now, I'm trying to jump the gun, but now, Commissioner Johnson, you're recognized.
Move to approve tonight's consent agenda, but I do have one clarifying question I'd like
Please.
to ask, if that's okay?
Absolutely, you're recognized.
The 8 vehicles for the Sheriff's Department, are we on a rotating basis for the Sheriff's Department on vehicles? Like, do we do a certain amount allotment each year? Is that how that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we try to keep up with that. 8 this year, some, I can't say that every year's been the same amount, but we
Okay.
try to.
Perfect, thanks.
Very well. With that, you've made your motion.
I already made it.
That's what I thought. Any discussion? Commissioner Wagner.
Just because I'm that way, I believe it is Sheriff's Office. I have fun doing that and correcting this guy.
Old habits are hard to break. In only Canada, we still call it the Sheriff's Department.
Very well. With that, we will go to Commissioner Wagner, Commissioner Withington.
Oh, you stole my thing. I was just going to say, you better not let Sheriff Aiken hear you talking like that.
Hanging up on me.
Kind of a tough room, isn't it,
Yeah.
Commissioner?
I feel like a victim here.
Well, now, you're not old enough to where this does not constitute elder abuse quite yet.
Getting close.
Getting close. And close. Very well. With that, if there are no more comments, and I don't see any, please call the roll.
Commissioner Johnson?
Yes.
Commissioner Withington?
Yes.
Commissioner Wagner? Commissioner Thompson? Yes. Commissioner Carpenter? Motion passes 5-0.
Very well. That brings us to our regular agenda. First item on this evening's regular agenda is 2026-162. Mr. Administrator.
Yes, 2026-162, approval invoice for Clay County Prosecutor's Office for May 30th through June 5th, total of 2 invoices totaling $308.93.
Okay. Commissioner,
I'm already on.
I'm sorry?
I'm already on.
Yes, you are. I'm sorry. I was looking for you on the button. Please proceed.
Move to approve 2026-162.
Motion has been made for the approval of 2026-161.
162, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at consent. You are totally correct. 162. Discussion. Seeing none, please, you're recognized to close.
I close.
Please call the roll.
Commissioner Johnson?
Yes.
Commissioner Withington?
Yes.
Commissioner Wagner? Commissioner Thompson? Commissioner Carpenter?
Yes.
Motion passes 4 in favor, 1 recusal.
Thank you. Brings us to item 2026-159. Mr. Administrator.
Yes, 2026-159, request for a waiver of fees, interest, and penalties and taxes due to county error for Emery Acres. Earlier, you received a letter from Emery, from the Emery Acres Estate, and they were not able to be here, and they put a letter that was both sent to you and also you have it in hard copy. We have our Director of Administration, Deetta Jacobs, here to speak on regarding this.
Good evening, Deetta Jacobs, Director, Administration Services Director. I don't know who I am today. Before you have a request for waiver of fees. Emery Acres is asking that we waive the fee, the late penalty fee, because their payment was made 1 day after the extension of January 30th. They made their payment January 31st. Their assertion is that it was our error and that we created confusion by making the cutoff date January 30th versus January 31st.
Commissioner Johnson. Excuse me.
Yes, thank you. So I am going to vote to approve the waiver of these fees, both for this and the next one, and I'll tell you why I believe this. So in both these cases, they paid this is where we had a lot of problems with our tax software system, and we didn't get bills out in time, and we extended the deadline to file till the 30th, not the 31st. Most people, it's December 31st, and we extended it another 30 days instead of a full month, which is the 30th instead of the 31st. I know other counties extended it to the 31st, caused a little bit of confusion, but to me, we really fumbled the ball a little bit on it for whatever reason. We fumbled the ball on this on the county side of things and really created some confusion for our taxpayers. These are taxpayers who aren't trying to miss out on anything, aren't trying to skip paying their bills. They paid bills. One of them pays, I think, $30,000 in taxes. And I will tell you right now, thank you if you're listening. We appreciate that. And they pay on time every year. These are people that paid 12 hours late, one of them said. And having been on up at the Capitol recently to argue to change this law that we have regarding how we can waive penalties, I'll tell you that the system is not perfect, and I think in this situation, I think it's more than fair to say, listen, you paid your taxes, you paid them 24 hours or less later than the extended deadline, but with all the confusion we had, I'm okay with that. And I think it'd be somewhat hypocritical to say, hey, we could mess up and we could keep delaying things and moving things, but don't you dare miss it by a couple hours. It didn't change anything for us. It didn't change anything. So the 30th was on a Saturday, the 30th was on a Friday, the 31st was on a Saturday. It's not like we did anything different or spent those dollars or anything in that 24-hour time period. So with that, that is the way I am going to vote. And I don't see anybody else queued up, so.
Commissioner, I thought I would also recognize if the applicant is here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And let them go forward. But I appreciate your comments, and I think that makes sense.
They're not here. She told us.
This is the
that.
applicant that gave you the letter.
I don't think they're.
Okay, they sent the letter, okay. Commissioner Withington, your mic is still activated. Did you
Yeah, you
wish?
never turned it off.
Okay, did you seek recognition?
No, you never turned it off.
You can turn it off.
You can turn it off.
Yeah, he can turn it off too, like he always does.
Whatever. Commissioner Wagner, I think you are seeking recognition.
Yes, thank you. So if that is the motion, I will be voting against it. So here's my issue. Everything that Commissioner Johnson has said is correct as far as the extensions and some of the confusion that's part of that. But I guess where I fall is if you knew and received something that said that your time is being extended, it tells you the date by which you have to reply to it. And so whether or not we were the cause of the initial delay, the fact of the matter is there were lots of people who took that extension and still paid at the time at which they were supposed to pay, January 30th. And so to say that it's okay if this person or the next person granted the fees are exorbitant, I will not dispute that. But again, if we're starting to say 12 hours doesn't matter, a day doesn't matter, because it all kind of goes into the same pile anyway, sure. But that just provides license for those who may or may not innocently make a mistake to go ahead the next time and make one. And I don't believe, at least at this point, that the state allows us to make that determination. So for that reason, I will be voting against that motion, should it come to a vote. Thank you.
If I may, if it makes any difference, neither of these applicants were SB 190 participants, and their bills were mailed out 11/21 of 25. So they were mailed out in November, if that makes any difference to anybody.
Thank you for that clarification. Are there any other, I think I'll be going to Commissioner Johnson next. I understand that he's going to be wanting to make a motion. Clearly, we can discuss even after a motion is on the table, but is there anyone else wishing to comment on this issue before I go to Commissioner Johnson? Seeing none, Commissioner, you're recognized. Let me pull up the right one here.
So, move to approve 2026-159. Is there a box on this one?
Yeah, with the
There
box
should be.
marked approved. Yep,
Yeah, with the box marked approved. That's what I was looking for. I didn't see it.
yep.
Oh, there it is. Sorry. Yeah, with the box marked approves.
Very well. Motion has been made for the approval of 2026-159 with the box marked approved. Further discussion? Seeing none, you are recognized to close.
I close.
Please call the roll.
Commissioner Johnson?
Yes.
Commissioner Withington? Commissioner Wagner? No. Commissioner Thompson? No. Commissioner Carpenter?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-2.
Thank you. That brings us to our next regular item on the agenda, or next regular agenda item, that is 2026-160. Mr. Administrator.
Yes, 2026-160, request for waiver of fees, interest, and penalties and taxes due to the county and area for Clinton Wilcox. This one here, I believe, is here tonight, but we have, again, our Director of Administration, Deetta Jacobs, here to speak regarding the request.
Deetta Jacobs, Administrative Services Director. I don't see Mr. Wilcox, and I don't know that our staff was able to reach them. I know that they left him a message. He is requesting a waiver of fees for both the fee on his real estate and his personal property tax. He is asserting that we should have extended it to January 31st like Jackson County did.
Okay. Commissioner Wagner.
I think just a question, probably should have asked it the last time, but just as a reminder, and I ask it because I think in both these cases, the applicants have said there was widespread confusion.
Go to you next.
So how many of these notices did we put out? Or how many people get the bill that tells them when they are to pay? And how many have, whether or not they've come this far, how many have actually suggested that they should receive their late fees back because of confusion as to the date they were due?
At this point, we've only received these 2 requests for waivers, and I cannot, unless Barbara has an answer for how many we sent out or the notices we put, it was on the news, it was in social media, it was on Facebook, we sent out emails. So I don't know that I have an answer for you. We did not send mail to each and every individual saying that it was going to be late because of the prohibitive cost of postage.
Yeah, okay.
But they were both aware, they're just saying that we should have made it the 31st instead of the 30th.
Sure. No, I'm following you. I just have some issue with suggesting there was widespread confusion, so.
I'm unaware of the widespread confusion as to the date that it was due.
Yeah.
We made that pretty clear, and the commission was very considerate to extend to everybody, not just SB 190 citizens, to eliminate that confusion. So it was a blanket policy so that we didn't have yours is due today and yours is due 3 weeks from now. So it was done in the effort to reduce confusion.
Gotcha. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Question, is there a statutory deadline on when we're supposed to mail out the bills?
The bills are supposed to be mailed out 30 days before they're due. Typically, that would be before December 1st.
And we didn't do that. We didn't follow the statute.
On these, we did. On the SB 190, we did not.
Yeah.
We were able to send out the commercial, the personal property.
And so because we didn't get them all sent out on time, we had to extend the deadline.
Yes, and instead of doing it for just SB 190, we did it for everybody.
And normally they're doing it the 31st, so we extend it till the 30th of the following month.
Correct.
And some counties extend to the 31st of the following month.
That's what this person said. I didn't keep track of any
I
other
think
county.
Jackson County, or Jackson or Johnson. Anyway, nonetheless, for the same reasons as mentioned for the previous one, I move to approve 2026-160 with the box marked approves.
Motion has been made for the approval of 2026-160 with the box mark approved. Are there any further comments to be made or discussion? Very well. You are recognized to close.
I close.
Please call the roll.
Commissioner Johnson?
Yes.
Commissioner Withington? Yes. Commissioner Wagner? No. Commissioner Thompson? No. Commissioner Carpenter? Yes. Motion passes 3-2.
Thank you. That brings us to our next regular agenda item. That's 2026-163. Mr. Administrator.
Yes, 2026-163, approval of Little Platte Playground Project, installation equipment, and a surface. We have our Parks Director, John Davis, to explain more.
Please proceed.
John Davis, Parks Director. This year, we've started the Little Platte Playground Project with beginning of receiving a grant from Missouri Department of Natural Resources Scrap Rubber Tire Project. We received $75,000 to install rubber surface at the Little Platte Playground to replace existing wood mulch. Next, we've also received funding from J.E. Dunn and Google to purchase a piece of inclusive equipment called an inclusive whirl. It's basically a merry-go-round that allows people with disabilities and wheelchairs to have playground access. We are also asking this year to add several other pieces of equipment, which includes a roller table and 3 two-sided sensory domes, which are audible spinning things and noisemakers that'll attach to an existing dome at the playground. We're requesting approval of an agreement with Game Time, part of Cunningham Rec, through a Omnia cooperative agreement for $218,897 to install the pour-in-place surface and purchase and install the materials for that, and purchase and install the extra playground equipment. And they have billed us separate for $17,492, which is what J.E. Dunn and Google donated for the Inclusive World Project. Any questions?
Any questions from any commissioners? Commissioner Johnson, you are recognized.
Move to approve 2026-163.
Motion's been made for the approval of 2026-163. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, you are recognized to close.
I close.
Please call the roll.
Commissioner Johnson?
Yes.
Commissioner Withington? Commissioner Wagner? Commissioner Thompson? Commissioner Carpenter? Motion passes 5-0.
Thank you. That brings us to 2026-164. Mr. Administrator.
Yes, 2026-164, approval of vendor agreement for ADA-related asphalt projects. We have, again, our Director of Parks, John Davis, can explain more.
Please proceed.
John Davis, Parks Director. This year and last year, we began project to build ADA ramp access to both Camp Branch Marina and Paradise Point Marina. Prior ramps at those marinas are not adequate enough for those with wheelchairs and all that. The grade is too steep, so we have installed new ramps. This request tonight is to put in a new parking area that connects to that ramp at Paradise Point Marina. That includes asphalting the base rock and then installing ADA signage and striping that parking lot. And then the second part of this is to crack fill, seal, and then stripe and mark and put up signage at the Camp Branch Marina, which is already an existing parking lot. And then third part of this is to install asphalt at the entrance to the Parks Office, Camp Branch Marina. This is a separate issue. We just have extra funds available. Came a little bit under budget, where we installed the concrete fee booths last year with ARPA projects. We put that fee booth in the middle of the roadway, so the old fee booth, you would have to approach it and pay from the passenger side, so we put it in the center of the road so where the driver can make contact with the fee collector. But in widening that area, we needed to put in more asphalt. So we're requesting approval tonight for agreement with McConnell and Associates with a TIPS cooperative contract for a total of $78,506 for all three of the projects. Any questions?
Commissioner Withington, I believe you are seeking recognition.
So you said this is going to help with the ADA, right?
Yes, sir.
So I know you and I had talked about this back February of '24.
Yes, sir.
Is this going to help that Jeff with slip A7?
Yes.
Okay.
This is that project.
Yep, okay, I just wanted to make sure it was the same project. Cool.
So with this, if we get asphalt, hopefully they will, if you approve tonight, they will get asphalt laid, and by the end of summer, the boat ramps, these ramps will be accessible and usable.
Okay, yeah, I know, I haven't followed up with him in a year, but I know he was asking about it, and I thank you for taking, and with that, I'd like to make a motion that we approve this tonight.
Motion's been made for the approval of 2026-164. Further discussion. Commissioner Johnson?
Just one comment. I am happy to say that we're using Mack and Associates. They're a locally family-owned business here in Clay County, and they do a good job because I've dealt with them myself. So, yeah.
Very good. Is there any further discussion or comments to be made on this issue? If not, Commissioner Withington, you are recognized for closing comments and to close. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Withington?
Yes.
Commissioner Wagner? Commissioner Johnson?
Yes.
Commissioner Thompson? Commissioner Carpenter? Yes. Motion passes 5-0.
Thank you, and thank you for your presentation. That completes our regular agenda. Next are reports. We have one item under reports. Mr. Administrator?
Yes, we have the auditor's cash basis monthly report for May of 2026. The report's within your packet as well as online for any additional information regarding that one.
That brings us to County Administrator comments. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
Sure. We have a couple items. One is our next business session is June 18th at 6 p.m. I also want to make mention of a couple items. One is tomorrow, one of our watch parties with our Go North campaign will be at Liberty High School tomorrow evening. The event goes from 5 to 11 p.m. The actual match is with USA versus Paraguay at 8 p.m. And the other one is the one that we're sponsoring for Clay County. It will be from 5:30 to 10:30 on June 16th, Argentina versus Algeria. The match is at 8 p.m. and it's going to be at the Central Bank Sporting Complex. So those will be two items for the first two watch parties for Go North campaign. And the last item will be a reenactment, will be at our Jesse James Museum Farm this weekend. Please feel free to come out. And the other one is that we have a Civil War exhibit, that's a traveling exhibit that will be at the Jesse James Bank just across the street here that starts this coming Monday.
Thank you very much. Commissioner, we're going now to comments by commissioners. Commissioner Withington.
Just want to say happy birthday to former Clay County Western Commissioner Charlie Broomfield, who turns 89 today.
Thank you. Commissioner Wagner.
Thank you. Just on that World Cup push, I just want to say welcome to whomever is here for the World Cup who decided to watch something besides soccer and decided to choose us. But we are glad that you are here. I also have to give a shout out to Megan Stoffeld for all of her hard work in Go North KC. I look forward to seeing you all at Central Bank, where we were doing a zero waste event as part of that event as well. But so far the weather looks good for the 16th, so let's just keep that going. But I've had an opportunity to be in many a meeting related to World Cup with you, and I just want to thank you for all your hard work. It is worth it. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Johnson, Commissioner Thompson, Commissioner Carpenter, proceed.
Well, I just want to join in on thanking Megan. I know it's been a ton of work, and it's finally all coming into existence and fruition, and I know that there's a lot still to be done, but thank you for all that you've done and are doing. And hopefully it'll be a good World Cup across the country, which continues to be the greatest country in the history of the world, the USA. And also, God bless the troops and keep them safe. Thanks.
Thank you, Commissioner. And I also want to add my admiration for the work you've done, Megan. Thank you so much. The thing is, what you're doing right now is relatively high profile. People know it, people see it on TV, but there is an awful lot that you've been working on, along with obviously the rest of staff as well, but you've been kind of taking lead on this, and that is the I think the underreported story of the partnership between ourselves and our friends in Platte County. The idea that we start working together more closely is something I think that has nothing but positive results for our citizens. And I think a united Northland is something that is important for us to continue the progress in a way that is the most beneficial for our citizens. Also, I want to congratulate our friends on the other side of the county line, especially Mayor Rose, Mayor of Riverside. She's been out there in front, generally wearing orange for some unknown reason. And the Morton Event Center is spectacular. It is a great addition to the Northland, and I say that as, again, thinking in terms of a united Northland. It is an asset that is a benefit not just to Platte, but also to Clay County, and I was extremely happy to see that getting such a successful launching. The second thing I want to mention is last Friday, June 5th, there was the very first graduating class of the Clay County DWI Court commencement, and these are individuals who have had problems with the law, and in fact had a great deal of problems with the law. Judge Shane Alexander, I don't want to end up in front of him and have to explain why I didn't call him judge, presides over that, and the Veterans Court and the other courts that we have. It's a great thing to see. I would encourage any commissioners who have the ability to go to these ceremonies. This is the second one in 2 weeks that we were able to attend. And the real highlight, apart from the obvious benefit for those citizens and the lives that they touch, is we go through an awful lot of stuff here. We went through a number of budgeting type items and that sort of thing, and these are all important things that we do. However, to see it at the person-to-person level, to where actions that this government takes has such an impact on individual lives, to see an individual's life who was, in a very bad trajectory, turned around, and they are becoming now productive citizens, and they are, their bravery is certainly a credit to the character with which they displayed. There were 8 of them in this cohort, and I think it's worth mentioning that it is not in the least unusual that graduates of all of these courts generally they have an extremely low recidivism rate, and they also return and they mentor their succeeding classes. So from the point of view of seeing a life remade, it is a moving experience, and I would recommend it if you have the possibility to be there at all. With that, we are adjourned. Thank you. All right, see you later. All right, I was very extended.